everyone. Welcome back to the BZ Podcast. This is Britt. I'm here with Zay, who is currently crippled. What's going on?
Crippled.
What is going on with you?
Crippled.
I saw you in the damn grocery store scooter the other day on your IG story. What is happening?
All right. I've had injury that I never get. Niggas don't go to the doctor. Mm-hmm. That's pretty much what happens. Niggas don't go to the doctor, and I had a knee injury that I've been up and down with for the past couple years.
More than a couple.
It's
more than a couple.
Yeah. Oh, man. You see me trying to downplay,
yeah,
right?
Dude, it's been like a decade.
God damn.
Yeah.
Chill.
No, I'm not gonna chill.
Right?
Chill. The truth.
All right, but about a month and a half ago, maybe, I was playing ball and I really fucked my knee up. Now, I let it rock for a while, but then it just got to the point where let me check it out. Now, I was walking fine. You know, the first couple of days was ridiculous, but I was walking fine, and then I told myself I was going to get it checked out. So I went and got it checked out on Tuesday, and I know the reason why niggas don't go to the doctor. Because they never have good news for you.
Shut up.
Yeah, so they don't know if it's a pre-existing, but I got some x-rays done, and there's like a little piece of bone or whatever in front of my patellar tendon, and the good news of where it's at, if it was in my actual joint, it could really fuck some shit up. But I just have to stay off of it for like 3 weeks. Mm-hmm. But what was fucked up, though, is when he started talking to me, you know, he's like moving my leg around, asking where it hurts, this, that, and the third. He had like somebody in there scribing for him. So as he's talking, she's like typing. Mm-hmm. And it was looking like it was just going to be physical therapy. But we didn't look at the x-rays yet. Mm. Right? So I'm like, all right, physical therapy. I've never done it, but that seems pretty good, you know? Probably got to ice it, this, that, and the third. So like, we was cool. Me and the doc was cool up until he checked the x-rays out. And like, everything just went left.
He said we was cool.
We was good. No, but I was mad.
You want to ice a decade-old injury. Ice gonna do it that point. Keep going.
Anyway. So he's talking to me, and he was like, "Oh, it seems like it's definitely patella." And this is before he checks the x-rays out. And we're looking through the joints. Everything's looking good. You know what I mean? And we get to this one slide, and it's like the side profile of my knee. And before he can even say something, in my brain, I was like, oh, that doesn't look like that's supposed to be there. So there's this like little piece of bone that's sitting in front of my patella. And he turns to me and he goes, oh. And he goes, you're not going to like me for this. And he says it smiling.
I hate that shit.
Yo, don't make my injury suspenseful. Like, you think you're M. Night Shyamalan or something like, oh, here's the kicker. You know?
Oh my God.
So that he's talking, right? He's talking, he's just like, yeah, patient needs. First of all, don't call me patient.
Nigga, I'm right here.
Don't call me patient.
You can say you.
I don't.
The fact.
You know what I mean? He was talking to the lady typing and stuff, and she acted like I wasn't even in the room, but like they were like saying all these medical terms and stuff like that. I'm trying to, you know, I'm sweating. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And he's like, oh yeah, a brace. Right? I'm like, all right, knee brace. That ain't nothing new. I play with a knee brace all fucking time. Or not play. Like, I haven't been doing anything recently. I really took a step back. But he goes, knee brace. Then he turns, he goes, you're not gonna like this. And then he goes, crutches. He goes, knee brace on 24/7. Only take it off to ice 3 times a day. Sleep in it. Crutches for 3 weeks. So I'm like, crutches. So you know me, I start with ankle. I was like, do you think like I don't have to do it? I'm over here negotiating my health. I'm over here negotiating my shit. I'm
negotiating my health.
You know what I mean? What about like a week and a half?
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm thinking, I'm like, all right, so that was a hard pill to swallow, the crutches and stuff like that. And so they go to get the knee brace. And I'm thinking it's a knee brace for my knee. This knee brace is for my entire leg.
You got a thigh brace.
Yo, I can't bend my knee, yo. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
So I'm out here stanky legging everywhere.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Every time you bend down, you gotta stick that toe out. Slide.
Right.
Slide.
I ain't sliding everywhere, yo.
Oh my god.
I don't want to go out in public. I don't want to do that.
Have you been driving?
Nah. I drove home that day. I was so tight, Britt. I was like, yo, I'm about to go to the grocery store. I'm about to do it. I had so much stuff I had planned, yo. Left out of there with a full body cast. And then, like, this is why niggas don't like the doctor, yo, because I feel like it didn't have to be a whole leg. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like the nurse or whatever, I feel like the doctor told the nurse, go get a knee brace, and the nurse came back with a regular knee brace, and he goes, nah, bigger.
Oh my god, that makes me think of when I was in like 5th grade, right? I had fell rollerblading and bust my chin wide open, right? So I had to get stitches. So I got maybe like 5 or 6 stitches, you know, the very like bottom of my chin, almost completely underneath. This motherfucker put the biggest Band-Aid on my face, like, yo, I was looking wild crazy, like the fuck, like it was like covered like my entire face, like nigga. I ain't even like why you put a Band-Aid on me looking like that? Like you could have put a little discreet. Nah.
I feel like if this was like the Animal Kingdom, like they would pick me out first. Like I'm the baby zebra. I'm the baby zebra that gets plucked off by the leopard and shit. Like it's wild. It's wild. And like it's a lot.
Damn, yeah.
I get beat the fuck up right now, y'all. So, I would get beat up.
Can you tell if your knee is feeling better or not?
It actually is, and I think it's the time off.
I mean, it's been like about a week, right?
Yeah, it's been a week. I got 2 more weeks to go. I'm going stir crazy. You know I can't sit still. And you feel whack. Everybody looking at you like you like about to die. Oh, can you do it?
Can you do it?
Like nigga, I was just walking. You just saw me walk. I left this morning walking. Like you feel me? Mm-hmm. But yeah. So you saw my stories, yo. I got all right. So
was people looking at you?
Yo, son, I'm all right. Listen. I didn't want to go outside, but I thought about going to the grocery store, and I was like, yo, this is an opportunity to ride in one of these scooters, legitimately, right? And I was like, I can't pass up the experience. I can't do it. I can't do it. Nothing at all. Mine, bruh. Yo, people, I was insecure, right? But, like, people really judge the person in the cart, yo.
You said they judged them?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, no, that's what I was saying. How are people looking at you?
They're, like, the most wild, inconvenient thing in the world. Like, stupid leg. I feel like people were, like, yo, it's wild, yo. It's either people, I feel like it's either people don't even, like, I'm riding and stuff. And it feels like people don't even acknowledge you're there. So, like, I almost bumped into mad people that should have seen me coming, you know? And if you didn't see me coming, like you heard me, that joint loud as hell. No, I wish it did. I would have been obnoxious with it. Oh, my God. Oh, no, but like, if you backed up, it had a little beep, beep.
Wide load coming through.
But yeah, I could not pass up the opportunity to be in one of those joints. I wanted to be mad obnoxious though,
drifting around the aisles and shit.
Yeah, I understand why people in those joints like seem real mean.
Because it's like people don't get the fuck out the way. See now, in my neighborhood, people like to ride the motherfuckers down the middle of the street. So that's why they don't get no respect around my way. Bitch, get on the fucking sidewalk. Why is you in the middle of the damn street? That's slow. I
was trying to do donuts and shit. I was trying to do donuts. Yeah, you know, you want to know what's demoralizing? Having to do a K-turn.
Yeah.
In the grocery store.
Hold up. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? It was just wild. That was an experience, yo.
Speed levels? Like, can you accelerate?
Does it have gears?
Yeah, can you accelerate faster? Does it want to speed?
Nah, it got hydraulics and
you
shit.
You can pull off real quick.
It's a low rider.
No, but does it? Or is it one speed?
Nah, it's just one speed, yeah. It's just one speed. But that shit was fun, though.
Yeah.
That shit was mad fun. But, you feel real, like, I don't know, you just feel, feel real. Yeah, just smug. Like, I got angry immediately when I sat down.
Oh my gosh. I am a priority.
Right. Excuse me.
They like this young motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Oh God.
Nah, but hilarious, yo, hilarious. But yeah, I'll be alright, people.
Somebody
I'm
cart.
good.
Oh boy. So wait, did you drive yourself to the store or you went with someone?
Nah, I went with
Okay.
somebody.
I was about to say, damn, that was a whole struggle.
That shit was hilarious, though. It was fun. It was a good time, y'all. I might have to do it again before these 3 weeks is up. But long story short, I'll be alright, people. We'll be back in action.
We are in action. Your need don't require shit we doing on this podcast.
I'll be in action.
Where you gonna be? On back on the court, you mean?
Nah.
Oh.
I mean, I will be eventually. Mm-hmm. I think, like, I'm gonna take, like, I don't know if I'm gonna have physical therapy or whatever.
Do something.
But even if I don't have physical therapy or whatever, I'm really going to take to, like, the rehab.
And all that damn running didn't help.
Yeah, I did a lot of running the past, like, 2 years. Like, a lot, people.
That's why I stopped running. That shit tore my knees up. I was limping. I thought I fucked myself up.
I love it so much.
I don't love it.
You know
what
it
much.
has done, yo? It's given me perspective of, like, how much I enjoy being active. Yeah. And how much, like, I miss it. And how much it plays, like, a vital part in my sanity. You know what I'm saying? So, like, definitely, I you know, we get into these times where, like, we don't feel like doing shit. Right. Like, we could go to the gym. We don't feel like it definitely puts, like, hella perspective.
Let me tell you about my gym story yesterday.
Go for it.
So, I finally went back to the gym. Finally. And have you ever gone to the gym and forgot your headphones?
Oh, that's the worst.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, go home.
Yeah, exactly. You go home. So I did that before. I completely forgot them. I didn't go home because I'd feel like a whole loser. So I just suffered. So yesterday in the morning, I spilled coffee all in my purse. I was carrying my canteen and it was cracked open. Spilled at least a half cup of coffee in there. Like I had to empty my purse out and dump it out. Like it was kind of ridiculous. So my headphones were in there that were relatively new. So I'm like, fuck, okay. I didn't know it got completely submerged. I just didn't even think about it. So go to the gym on the machine, ready, you know, plug my shit in. I'm turning it up. I'm like, why is it so low? And I see people looking at me. Oh, it's because my phone was playing the music because my damn headphones weren't working. I was like, ain't that about a fucking bitch? So I'm like sitting there. I'm literally on the machine, like started the workout. I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, damn it, what do I do? It's my first day back, so I was only doing 30 minutes. So I'm just like, fuck it. Just suffer this 30 minutes. At least I have the headphones on to pretend like I'm listening to something. But, you know, luckily the news is pretty interesting right now.
Yeah, because if you were stuck with just the music that plays in
actually,
gyms,
they had good stuff. I think God was with me. Because all the songs they played.
Because you know it'd be the now mix.
Yeah,
it'd be the now mix most of the time.
I was jamming like shit to some Kelly Clarkson yesterday. Had some Kelly Clarkson, some Sierra, and Chameleonaire. Mary J. So it was okay. I made it through. And then too, like I said, the news is pretty interesting right now with this whole government shutdown thing. So I was able to watch that bullshit.
You been paying attention to that?
The impending, snowstorms that we got overnight. Yeah, I've been watching. I've just now started to pay more attention because I literally didn't know a week or so ago that it was over a wall. I was like, that sounds too crazy. Like, that can't be right. I saw stuff about it online, but I said, that can't be true. I thought it was a joke. And then I was talking with somebody, and they're like, no, I think my aunt. And she was like, no, it's literally about the wall. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? People aren't getting paid because of this nonsense?
It's called TSA workers ain't getting paid.
All the museums are shut down. There's people talking about going to the African American Museum in D.C. But you can't go right now. It's shut down. And then all these national historic parks that are being like vandalized. Bathrooms aren't being cleaned. There's nobody to monitor them. It's a lot going on. And then they were saying the people who does the flight control people. I forgot the name. They just
the people with the sticks and stuff.
I guess, or the people who just do it from the control room that make sure the planes aren't crashing into each other.
Oh, they not getting paid?
It's a lot of people not getting paid right now. Did you see they shut down a section of Miami because they didn't have enough TSA workers?
Yeah, and
I heard, then there's
Coast
Guards aren't getting paid. I'm like, what the?
I heard the airports we're trying to tell employees, like, if you don't come to work, you'll be reprimanded.
Like, come on. But the thing is, like, Trump, you're so worried about our security. You're literally not paying the people that are supposed to secure us. How the fuck does this make sense?
It's for the look, yo.
It is for the look, because he wants to hold up on that stupid promise. I say that in quotations, because his term's almost over, and he wants to fulfill that by any means necessary. Or he wants to make it look like he did everything he could do. So that's why he's being so extreme.
Saying, it's wild. They were saying, like, the cost to build the wall, you know what I'm saying, is in, like, a couple years. Like, say we do get the wall built or whatever. In a couple years, the cost to maintain the wall won't even be worth it. It'll to maintain that wall. It's not just building it. Like, people, you can get the wall up, but somebody has to maintain it, make sure it's not falling over, make sure this, that, and the third. But it's not necessary. It's like a total waste of money. It's a total waste of money, and money really could be appropriated elsewhere. Right. I found it crazy.
Yeah, look at Puerto Rico. Are you serious?
Yeah, wow. I found it crazy that, like, we over here talking about a wall, and Flint, the Flint water crisis ain't even, like, totally resolved yet. So it's wild, yo. Did you hear about the GoFundMe that they did for the?
They're supposed to be refunding people their money or something. I saw.
Yeah,
I was like, y'all niggas.
Did you know why?
Why?
Did you know why?
I thought it was because they didn't fulfill the goal.
I don't know if it's that, but it probably is. It might be, but. The person who started it is a veteran, and I think in 2015 they raised $16,000 for, like, a mentorship program for other veterans. Okay. But the money was never accounted for. Like, the money went directly to him.
Of course, duh.
And then he said he was donating it to two different medical centers, but, like, both of them made statements was like, yeah, we never received.
Yeah,
anything.
I mean, maybe in the beginning, but it's like as soon as you get that money, the little devil on your shoulder.
It was over 20 million.
Yeah, man. Like, come on.
It's wild, yo. So he tweeted, right? So when this stuff started coming out, right, he tried to get ahead of it and was like, who wants to bet the liberal media runs fake news articles on me tomorrow since we're announcing our plan? Get ready for the attacks. We won't let it stop us. We're building the wall. Like, he played the Trump card, yeah. He's just... he played the Twitter game. It's wild, man. It's a wild time. It is. It's very exhausting.
Now these people aren't getting paid. It's crazy. I saw, like, they're like, people were having to return Christmas gifts to get some food, stuff like that. Damn. Yeah, it's sad. Very unfortunate. It's like, what the fuck?
Yo, like, if we didn't have to pay for the wall, would people care about the wall being built? Let me ask you, if we didn't have to pay for the wall, would you care about a wall being built?
I still think it was fucking stupid, but I mean,
but it's more stupid. I feel like it's more dumb if we have to pay for it. Like, if money can be very well appropriated elsewhere, but, like, I think the more tripped up part is that, like, we're actually coming out of our pockets to pay for some shit that is not even guaranteed to work. Shit's crazy. Shit is crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. You're saying would I care about it? Like, what do you mean? Would I care about it? Like, as in, do I think there should be one?
Yeah. That's what I'm asking. Do you have a problem with there being one?
I mean, there already is one to an extent, but
not good enough, apparently.
Yeah, I mean, none of them are going to be good enough. So, I mean, money wasted is money wasted. So, no, I don't think there should be one, no matter who pays for it. But there's a lot of things that shouldn't be that are.
And then they said most people don't even come over that way.
So
they said most people fly over and then just overstay their visa.
Yeah, that's the way. That's the way to go. So
we're gonna build a wall in the sky.
We're talking about drugs. I just saw some article about I don't know what branch of the military they were in, but they got caught trying to bring over cocaine, and you saw that. So it's like,
Frank Lucas. They trying to do the American
yeah,
gangster
it's like,
shit.
stop targeting Mexicans. Fucking ridiculous. They're not the only immigrants. That's the thing, too, that you think, when you hear immigrant, you think Mexican. It's not the only...
very well on purpose.
It's not the only immigrants here in the United States.
Strategic. Well, it has to be, that idea has to be Mexican, because if it can be opened up to anybody else, they would actually have to acknowledge that they're immigrants. Mm-hmm. They might have to acknowledge that the first lady is an immigrant.
Right. That's so crazy.
You know, like, those words and stuff like that, it's very strategic, because the first thing you think is immigrant is Mexican, and that's, like, done purposely. Mm-hmm. And then, like, terrorists, what do you think?
Arab, of course. Or Muslim.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny, I was at work, and we were talking about, I guess it was one of the shootings that happened, and it was a white person. It might have been, the church. Mm-hmm. I think the church shooting. And excuse me, we were talking, me and another coworker, and we were like, "Yo, that's a terrorist." Mm-hmm. And then like one of the white older gentlemen that chimed in, he was like, "That's not a terrorist." Ah! We were like, "Why?" And then I pressed him on it, and I was just like, "Oh, why didn't you think that's a terrorist?" Mm-hmm. And he had no answer for it. And it's like, yeah, that's a well-played strategic thing.
Yeah, definitely.
To accept something and then not have anything to back it up. Mm-hmm. Crazy, man. Yeah. Crazy world we living in. Mm-hmm. What else happened in news this week? Oh, we're starting to see people's reaction to the whole R. Kelly thing. Mm-hmm. You over that?
I'm just waiting.
Not over it.
Yeah. I'm just waiting. I kind of want to watch it again as a refresher because we are so desensitized to shit. And I'm already kind of just like over it. But I'm just waiting at this point. Just waiting to see what happens. I'm seeing some stuff come out about pressing charge and stuff like that, but you don't never really know what's real and, you know, what's
They were saying, like, he's having, like, panic attacks.
Don't nobody fucking care, yeah. Fuck you, nigga. I had a panic attack hearing about your dirty ass.
Right.
But, yeah, we'll see. I'm just curious, just waiting. I'm just sick of hearing this, though. Why we focusing on the black man? I need to go for all them other people. Come for everybody. Shit. Shut up. Y'all dumbasses.
Yeah, not for nothing. Like, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm really, like, tired of the what about culture.
Yeah, like, what about everybody? Everybody need to get called out. Shit.
Nah, get all of them. Get all of them. And, like, bringing up somebody else's sick behavior as if it vindicates R. Kelly's gross behavior, like, all that means is there's more than one sick person in the world. Yeah. And all of them need to be accounted for. Like, that shit is nasty. You guys are gross. You guys real are facts. Gross. You guys are nasty. I also saw that, like, you know, everything gets spent on the black man. Like, yes, there's evidence of conspiracy against black people in general. Not even black men. Black people in general. But, like, this ain't one of them.
Right.
This ain't it. And what's crazy is, like, it lets you know that black people are in this little bubble. Mm-hmm. And black people only pay attention to certain things in this bubble. Anything outside of this bubble, they are not privy to the information. Mm-hmm. They can't even discuss the information because while I saw all these Hotep motherfuckers talking about attack on the black man and what about this, that, and the third, I saw Kevin Spacey and Harvey Weinstein in court in the same week. Things are happening. And it's just not in your little closed-minded bubble of just black people. Right. So to say R. Kelly, they just coming after R. Kelly, no, we're seeing a lot of shit. Yeah. There's a lot of shit going on now. Whatever happens in those cases, I can't tell you. But don't act like it's not happening elsewhere. Yeah. Don't act like R. Kelly and Bill Cosby are the only people that's gotten checked for this, you know. Hollywood is sick in general. Right. For real. You know what I mean? Hollywood is sick.
Yeah, I was watching some documentary. I don't know what it's called, but it's talking about pedophilia in Hollywood. And a lot of those people that were caught red-handed. They were still allowed to continue working with children. It's a super sick industry. So the information's out there. It's just,
You only care about the information for certain people.
Mm-hmm.
People aren't doing the research. Like, nobody cares about the Woody. What's the guy? Woody Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody's paying attention to that. But when it comes to R. Kelly, it's woe is me, the world, and shit like this. It's wild. And let's talk about the Catholic Church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like every other week someone's going down for some pedophilic. Mm-hmm. Pedophilic, is that a word? Mm-hmm.
Pedophilic. I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? somebody check behavior. That one. Pedophilic. But yeah. You know what's crazy about the Catholic Church? What? If that was any other organization, SWAT would be busting down their door, bro. Yeah. Like, let that be like the NBA. That is much. like there would not be a basket. There would not be another basketball game played. Right. You know what I mean? Let that be any other organization. Let that be Red Cross. Mm-hmm. Like, come on, man. Yeah. They have like a history of protecting people.
I mean, they're all intertwined up in everything that is fucked up throughout history. The Catholic Church, so all that
Did
occult
you hear about
shit. What?
You heard about that Ed Buck situation?
I don't know. Who's Ed Buck?
That's apparently he's some like political activist.
What'd he do?
In the past 2 years, 2 African American men.
I saw that. Okay, I saw
just have been
one of the guys talking about it. Then I saw something about they found somebody dead.
Yeah, twice. It happened in 2017, and then just this past week it happened again. And in 2017, it was like drugs were involved, so they like declared it a drug overdose because they couldn't determine whether Buck himself administered the drugs to the person or it was self-administered.
I mean, from that one story, the one boy was telling, one man was telling. I mean, it sounded like he consented to everything. He just kicked him out of his house because he had a bad reaction to meth. I mean, it's like, fucking
who goes
meth.
over and like hangs out
casually
and does
do a little meth. Yeah,
so not a blunt.
I don't know. I mean,
hey, you want to do meth? No.
I don't really know the full details with this situation.
Yeah, they said the second death is under investigation and prosecutors are gonna like take a look back at the first case. But like, he's a millionaire and he's linked to the LGBTQ. They labeled him a LGBTQ political activist.
Okay.
So I like to see.
But I mean, like, there's not enough information out about this, so I don't really have much to say, because it's like, did they just take drugs and they overdosed? Because it doesn't sound like he was forcing anybody to do anything. But
they said it was weird. I saw this.
Like I said, I don't know all the information, so I don't want to misspeak.
Yeah. I saw this one person say, this one man said he met him off of some dating app, and he went over there, and he was like, as soon as you get over there, you have to take off your clothes and put his clothes on.
Right, that's the same one I saw, That's when we spoke, and then he said that he agreed to do meth, and he agreed to inject meth, so, I mean, I don't know. The fuck's going on with that?
Yeah, I didn't know, honestly, to be honest, this is very ignorant of me. I didn't know black people did meth. I think we did a lot of other stuff. I didn't know meth was a thing in the black community.
It's not. I wouldn't say it's a thing, but of course people do it.
That don't even seem like a party drug.
I know.
Like, who gets meth and then gets lit?
Yeah.
Shit, how you leaning?
Moving on.
No, sir. Moving on. What you got? You got anything?
No, not really.
What's that guy's name?
Who?
The guy who posted that thing about black women's hair.
I don't know his fucking name. You see, I just got mad. That dust ball.
I just know he's a bald-headed black guy.
I don't even know what he is, what he does.
Isn't he like reality?
I guess
one of them. I don't know.
I just know he's somebody's husband. I don't know if he's on Real Housewives or Married to Medicine.
Welcome to the BZ podcast, y'all.
Yeah, we don't got no info.
We don't got no info on this.
We don't keep up with this type of shit. This trendy shit, trendy fucks.
We don't. But we do lurk and watch from the sideline and see what people are saying in response to things. Mm-hmm. But I guess this guy, and it's funny because
this was right after Meek Mill said something. Mm-hmm. He said something too.
He said like it's over for the lace fronts or whatever. Mm-hmm. Right? That's so loaded.
But I'm saying the older guy, he said something after Meek Mill said something.
Yeah, the older guy, I think, and it was funny, we had the same reaction, like when we saw the video, we were kind of over it before it even got started. Mm-hmm. We kind of skipped the video.
Because it was like, you saw how that Meek Mill one went. Like, what? Stop, just shut up. God, nobody asked.
Nobody asked anything, though. Nobody asked us.
I know.
Everybody's just throwing their stuff out.
I know, like, but at least we're not trying to trigger. The fuck? He's trying to trigger with that. But what did he like? I don't even, like we said, I didn't watch the whole video. I got all maybe 10 seconds into it.
I think he said something as far as like specifically dark skinned women
blonde
with
hair.
Blonde
that's
hair,
right. That's when I turned it off. I was like, I don't even care.
And then I think he tried and we probably should have watched the entire video before we commented on this, but whatever. Yeah, whatever. But I think then he moved on and just saying that was his preference, right? Mm-hmm. Now, I don't have a problem with people voicing their preference publicly. I think everybody has the right to do that. What I have a problem with is if your preference leads to you downing another demographic, whatever you want to call it. It shouldn't be used for that. If you want to voice your preference, fine. But if like your preference involves making somebody else feel down because you don't fit that preference, that's when it's an issue.
Yeah.
I think everybody is voicing their unsolicited preference and point of view on all topics, and I think everybody has the right to do so. What you think?
That's the I don't know, I don't give a fuck sigh. Like, I don't know, whatever. Everybody just say what you want then and deal with the consequences. That's the thing. If you want to talk shit and you want to say things that are going to trigger, then you got to deal with the backlash. Pretty much, you know? Mm-hmm. Don't be mad when people are coming for you. If you want to be...
Do you feel that people are allowed to say their preference so long as it doesn't down anybody else? I think you should be able to do that. At the bare minimum.
For what, though? Are you soliciting potential suitors? Are you looking for a wife or a husband? Like, I don't know. Are you calling out to the world what you like? I don't get.
Because I feel like everybody does that in some way, shape, or form.
Everybody does not do that. Everyone does not do that. Plenty of people do. But what's the end goal? Like, is it you don't want certain people in your inbox?
I feel like
do you just think the world would be a better place if
you don't want certain people? You try to weed them out.
Like that's what I mean. Like, do you think the world would be a better place if these certain people didn't look this way? I don't.
Well, that's why I think it's a problem. That's why I think you have to draw the line. That's why I think you have to draw the line. Like, don't call out somebody to the detriment of somebody else. But what I think that, like, the moment you take your cell phone, the action of taking your cell phone and turning it to selfie mode to speak on anything, the moment you do that is, I don't know. It's a very, I'm trying to get the word for it. It's ego-induced.
Narcissist.
Or the catalyst of it. Narcissist. But, like, everybody does. Not everybody. I don't do that too much. Mm-hmm. But, like, everybody kind of does that. And I would think that if somebody was... I think we only care because that person... Or, I mean, me and you don't care. But I think people only care because that person is a celebrity and has some sort of platform.
Yeah.
And we're worried, and they're worried that his influence will cause some type of ripple effect. But
or they just get offended. Everybody's offended by something.
Yeah, my thing is like, who gives a fuck what the bald-headed guy with the gray beard says? I don't know.
I don't know. The Shade Room posted him, and
Shade Room. Yeah, let's talk about the Shade Room. Shade Room really, that's a nasty organization.
I follow them, entertained.
But like, no, I'm entertained, but like, really, like, they know what they're doing.
I mean, it's just gossip.
It's really just starting a comment war.
It's gossip.
Anything they post starts a comment war.
I mean, that's just society right now too. It's not even them. Everybody comment wars over every fucking thing. Like, I saw a recipe on Facebook today, and
shut up, they weren't beefing over.
Are
a recipe.
You kidding? Read those recipe comments. It's always a fucking beef. It be on and popping. Like, there's always a beef. Like, you added too much fucking milk. Bitch, you didn't add enough cheese. You added too much cheese. Where the salt and pepper? Where the Old Bay? Why you ain't got no hot sauce on that? Ew, that look nasty. Oh, you should have turned the bread faster. Like, everybody has a fucking opinion on everything.
Yeah, I don't know if you got time. Like, who has time to really argue about recipes?
Because people get triggered. Like, I was slightly triggered too looking at this recipe. I was like, ew, what the fuck? But I'm like, but it's like, everybody has a right to do what they want to do. Modify it how you want. And my thing is, what stops me from commenting on shit is the notifications afterwards. I don't want to hear, I want to say what I said, leave it at that's what I said. That's not how it works. And you're going to end up arguing with somebody, and then you're going to be doing it back and forth, and it's all pointless. Like, I'm not doing that. I used to do that when I was a teenager. And that was before social media. So, I mean, that's just how it is right now. People still haven't learned to not say anything.
I think on a broader scale, on a broader scale, as far as this situation, to be triggered, like, to feel compelled to have to respond, like, you shouldn't feel compelled to have to respond to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you responding is even more so validating whatever is said. So, like, I think we need to really be careful on what we choose to engage in. We engage with shit that just, we gotta learn how to just be like, fuck this guy. Or fuck whoever said what. Like, this
pretty
doesn't
much
pertain to me. Even if the demographic, even if you are a dark-skinned woman with blonde hair, if you know you're doing that and that's you, and that's what you want to do with your body, regardless of what anybody says, fuck that guy.
Well, it looks nice on some women. That's the thing. Like, you can't generalize that. Maybe he saw somebody that looked bust down and broke, like, you know, toe up or whatever. But it looks nice on some women, the contrast. Like, it does look nice. Just like super pale women having jet black hair. That's a crazy contrast. I wouldn't even get
into, you know what I mean? But, like, I wouldn't even get into if it looks nice on some people, if it looks like, if you want to do that with your hair, do whatever you want, regardless of who might have an opinion.
I know that. I'm just saying he made the generalization that no women should be doing that. If you have dark skin, you should not be doing that. And he make it sound like it just looks ugly, period. Like, that's not the case. But he looked mad dusty himself, so he wanted to talk. Whatever.
That is not. It's wild. Like, I don't know. I just feel like if this was a regular average person, you know,
people would still get mad. Zay. Yes, they would. It's not. Nobody even knows who the fuck he is. Really, people would still get mad. I tell you, people get mad over trivial things. If it reaches enough people, people will get mad.
That's what I'm saying, but that's exactly what I'm saying.
But if somebody was on your timeline and it was like 20 people, they could still get mad. They're not going to be like, oh, just because it's 20 people seeing this, I'm not going to get mad. You make me mad, Zay, and it's just me and you. You trigger me all the fucking time.
I do on purpose.
Whatever.
I think, I don't know if it was a nobody, it wouldn't even have got posted on the Shade Room.
Well, yeah, of course, we're talking about specifically the Shade Room, but I'm just speaking in general, people getting triggered and commenting on stuff.
What stuff is triggering stuff? Oh, triggered.
Triggered ain't nothing new. It's just more attention is being brought onto it.
Oh, triggered. That shit cool.
Well, triggered is triggering you, so shit it.
Yeah, I'm triggered by triggered. I am getting tired of the back and forth arguing between black men and black women.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not invalidating anybody when I say this, you know, but it is becoming it's leaving a very sour taste in my mouth, because I feel as if a lot of the things we're arguing over are things that are narratives and societal norms that we didn't create.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, if we're talking about, for instance, and that's why I don't like taking incidences like this, because it's too easy to get off track and just pay attention to the surface stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the overarching thing needs to be discussion of the European standard of beauty.
Mm-hmm.
And how everybody is accountable and playing a part in perpetuating that.
Yeah.
You know, and that's where I would like the conversation to start with. The conversation, I feel, should start there. It shouldn't start with incidences of this one black celebrity man saying this about women's hair. It shouldn't start with memes of, quote, niggas be doing this, or memes of black women. The problem with black women is this. Like, all that shit is surface shit to me. I think we just need to dig a little deeper and understand we're operating in a society that we really don't have any control over. That makes sense?
Not the last part. We're operating in a society we don't have control over. You mean back then or now? Because there's control now, but as far as like brainwashing,
well, that's what I mean. Like, meaning certain things that we accept. When I say we don't have control over, what I mean is there's narratives that stem from the past that still rear their head into the future, and still things that we struggle with today. And we have to understand that some of the stuff that we're arguing about today is stuff that was instilled in the past, and not something that was created by us. You know what I'm saying? We all know that there was almost a systematic approach of breaking up the black family, but then we continue to argue with each other as if that wasn't a thing instilled, or a thing that was strategically done in the past.
Right.
So to understand the discourse between black and women, you have to be privy to the history and some of the things we carry from the past into the future. Because while a black man is sitting up here arguing about the hairstyle of a black woman, and she's upset, saying that black man's always telling her to do this, that, and the third, and all the shit we see, all the discourse we see. While we're doing that, we're still operating in society we have no control over, like I was saying before. And the person who started that argument, it's like the instigator. You ever seen somebody like fighting back and forth, and there's always that guy on the side like, yeah, keep it going, yeah,
keep it going.
We have to understand who, or like you know what I mean. Somebody say something mad regular, it's like,
yeah, like, shut up, yo. I wouldn't even try and be like that.
Yo, we need to punch that guy or that person in the room. That person is the annoying person. The person that adds fuel to the fire. The person that started the conflict and then bows out and watches two people fight over something they're not even understanding or fully grasping the concept of where this stuff came from. That's the real culprit. So, like, that's why when I see it, if I'm triggered by anything, and I don't like the word triggered, but if I'm triggered by anything, it's seeing...
Just say offended, then.
I guess so. But yeah, like, that's why when, like, and I think we're kind of the same, like, when we see stuff like that, like, when we saw, like, the video of the dude saying that, the gray bearded man, black guy, we didn't even finish the video, because we're both over that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're both over this just continual, just bickering back and forth, touching on surface issues and not acknowledging the overarching issue. And it's until we understand exactly what's happened in the past and how it affects us in the future and how it affects our interaction with each other, all we're going to do is argue in comment sections about bullshit.
Yeah.
Like, I get mad at that because it's frustrating.
Right.
That's very frustrating.
Yes, the state of the world. The state of our society.
Yeah. I think this is going to be like something that pops up. We're going to try to address things as they come along, but I think the all-encompassing, did I say that right? I think so. The all-encompassing conversation that needs to be had is, where do we pick up some of these ideas and things of that nature as it relates to how we interact with each other, and trying to identify that. Because some people are just acting. I get super mad when I know, or when I find out that I've been doing something under the influence of something else. And I wonder if anybody else does.
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, I don't like just reacting. I don't like being reactive. And then, like, when I find out, I feel manipulated. I feel taken advantage of. Taken advantage of, you know? So, like, I wonder if anybody else sees things like that, or anybody feels the type of way. Because once I feel that I've been taken advantage of, or I've been doing something that is not uniquely my idea, and I've kind of just been assimilating or just going with the flow of the running current or the running idea of society or whatever, I get mad. Yeah. I'm like, oh, I think I deserve better than that.
But you know, like, bitches be and like niggas be doing shit though.
Yo, but that's why doing shit though. Yeah, they always. But that's why I be mad. I'm like, what do you hope to accomplish with that?
A laugh.
Like, what exactly? Yeah, true. Facts. I mean, when it's funny in nature, when it's funny in nature, like when it's, I understand laughing and stuff like that. But sometimes it'd be dead serious. Like, I follow this dude, and I normally don't follow like people like this, but I kind of need to keep my ear to the streets. You know what I'm saying? And it seems like you can tell he really has issues with women.
I guess women that he's around, really, that's his reality.
Yeah, exactly. And that's shaping his reality. But he really has, like, he's doing that thing where you turn the self-facing camera and you're looking at you.
No.
that thing. He's doing that thing, and more times than not, he's talking about what bitches be doing, and
you got to look at what type of bitches he's surrounding himself with. Like, damn, nigga, why you got so many problems?
Right? What happened to you, bro?
Right.
How are you contributing at a certain point? If this is all your content that you putting up, how are you contributing to this? Because there's something you're doing. It's
not only them.
It's personal accountability, yo. And nobody wants to take accountability. Nobody wants that shit. For real, that shit is a hot potato. Nope. Yeah. I think that's it. What do you think? You got anything else?
I never had anything to begin with, so no.
Whatever. Yeah, tell people, tell her to step it up.
Man, look. Yeah, whatever. Cause I'm just over a lot of shit. Like,
yeah,
I give my energy to that type of dumb shit. They could figure that shit out. I'd rather talk about something more interesting. So
true.
Whatever.
True. I think we need a topic soon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for listening to the BZ Podcast. And I think we're done. We'll be back.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. It's a wrap. Hey, I just got mad too, yo. Britt, you rubbing off.
I'm sorry.
Got upset
I'm just
too.
like...
No, because when you said you were like, I'd rather talk about something more interesting. I'm like, yeah, me too. We owe it to them. We owe it to them to have a little something more compelling than
us complain. I just feel like I'm just complaining. Sorry, guys, for this episode. I'm just being a butt. I hold true to my feelings.
Not true. No, that's what they want to hear. Yeah.
Fuck that shit.
So we'll be back. We're gonna have some announcements to make in the near future. I don't want to talk too prematurely, but once everything is confirmed, we got some real big things coming up soon.
Don't people always say that?
They do, and I'm doing it too. So okay, they do.
Ooh, wonder what it is. They got some big stuff they don't want to tell us about.
Right? Like, who checking for y'all? You got some big stuff you gonna
fucking tell us. God.
I'm intrigued now.
I guess for like 5 minutes, don't forget.
Alright, yo, we're out, yo. Say bye to the people. Love y'all.
Adios.
Peace.
Bye.
Let's get 'em. Let's get 'em. Smooth it out.